Good morning, everyone. I'm Devall with Eagle Homes, powered by Caldwell Banker, and we are here with the special guest today.
Go ahead, Not me. I'm the regular one. My name's Brewer, also with Caldwell Banker and the Eagle Homes team. We are live on the Eagles Nest podcast today as one of our team members is our special guest. He's really special. Randy Wesley, the man with two first names.
Yeah.
Big Pimpin'.
Is your middle name look like your first name too? Or is that, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a first name. James. Yeah.
All right.
Randy James Wesley. He's a man with three first names.
I like it. I like it. So today we're gonna be chatting with Randy, picking his brain on a little bit of life, real estate, fun hobbies. The guy's a car enthusiast too,
He's a car enthusiast.
We might go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
We'll see. So Randy, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What who are you? What do you do? Why do you do it?
That's a lot of questions.
Hey, that's usually how I roll.
That's how we fire. It's rapid fire here. It's only a 30-minute podcast, not 3 hours. We're not going again.
Right. Yeah, no, I am 43 now.
It sucks because the older you get, you have to do the math backwards.
I know.
Born in 77.
Yeah. What year was I born?
Yeah.
Where I start?
I'm 75, so it's easier.
So 43, you got a family?
Yeah, wife and daughter.
All right.
Daughter's 12.
Oh, that's right in the fun age of teenage years, huh?
It's bad. Some days are better than others.
So married, where do you live?
What do you Caledonia.
Do? Okay.
Been down there 6 years now.
Okay.
7 years, maybe 6.
Where was home before Caledonia?
South Milwaukee.
Okay.
I was there for 11 years.
Okay. And hey, how'd you meet your wife?
She stalked me.
Oh, that is awesome.
This is live. I hope she
I'm gonna share this with her.
It's okay.
She knows it.
She knows.
All right.
She knows.
So you married a stalker. This is exciting stuff.
Yeah.
And any special skills, talents you want to share with your daughter? I mean, hopefully not take it off to her mother and stalk her.
Well, I tell her that every day. Don't be like mom.
That's how it kicks off every day.
But see, she's like me. She likes ice cream, so we'll go out for ice cream all the time.
Love
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Give mom heck.
What
So you guys are gang up on mom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah,
awesome.
for sure.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. My daughter.
Except for when we're at the store like yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's, hey, I want to go to Sephora. Oh yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Dad, come check this out. No.
No, don't. I don't want to see that $100
Just
little wallet that you want.
Right.
Or whatever makeup. I don't even know what Sephora is.
Just like $30 for a little thing of perfume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. Just run away.
I just go and get the tester samples.
We gotta go.
So, family man, love it. What's how long you been married?
Okay, so hold on. This year 13 years.
Okay.
Good job.
All right. Yeah. Will she remember that?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she will.
She got the dates for the first date, everything.
Oh, so she's definitely a
she
date
knows
person.
all that.
That's awesome.
What?
I'm not.
So, I know you don't do this quote unquote full time. Right? We have to so you do this kind of part time, but it consumes a lot of your life outside of your full-time job. But how'd you get into real estate?
Well, I had an interest in it for many years. I actually moved down to Arizona for a year and a half.
Okay.
I was going to work with my dad doing appraisal work, and I started doing that, and it wasn't for me. So I moved back up here, and I talking to my buddy. He used to do flips and stuff all the time, and that's kind of where I wanted to get in and do some things, and I ended up getting into rentals.
Okay.
Bought my first rental 4 years ago. 4 years ago.
And how long you been licensed for now?
6.
Okay, so you got licensed first and then got into the rental game, right?
Yeah.
Pretty smart, right? Like you get first sight of what hits the market as a real estate agent. So that's, great in that aspect. And then you also have the power of scheduling the showings and going to see the property, right away. So you got into rental properties. You bought your first one 5 years ago, I think you said. And how many do you own now?
I got 5 total, but 15 doors.
Okay, 15 doors.
Now, Randy, I know you also have clients who are investors as well.
Yep.
So a lot of questions come up a lot of times with that. It's like, how do you balance that conflict of interest type things? You seem to do it pretty well. Is there ever a conflict of interest, or how do you manage that?
Obviously I disclose everything, but I'll help them out however I can, whether it's property management or, on the buy side, and tell them pretty much everything that's wrong with it if they're out of state, but, I take care of mine.
So you just said out of state. Are you a lot of your investors from out of state?
I do have a lot of out of state investors.
Okay. How did you land out of state investors?
Some of the people I knew,
Okay.
and then some leads, like realtor.com or.
Okay. So, some of those lead sources that kind of generate, people coming to you and just nurturing them and then getting them, into properties. So 15 doors, 5 properties. How long, what's that timeline and how did you do it? Did you buy, sell?
It's not as fast as what I would have wanted, but
It never is.
a lot of what I bought came from selling real estate. Everything that I have, that comes in is all basically going back to buying a property or fixing the property up.
Nice.
So
Do you get calls from past clients too? And like, do they know that you buy or have investor clients?
yeah,
Are they
they're
good referral sources for you?
yeah, I've gotten quite a few referrals. A lot of guys call me and they're curious on how I'm doing things, and especially the rental market now too,
Yeah.
where obviously I'm making money, but I'm
Yeah.
sticking it back into my property. But they'll call me up and be like, hey, how much am I making?
Right.
What so it's nice that way. Everybody's kind of coming back to you that way.
Yeah. So I know you do a lot of, obviously, buy, fix, hold, rent out, obviously. Do you fix and flip just anything, or?
I haven't flipped anything.
Okay,
I'd like to start doing a little bit more of that,
okay,
but everything that I bought is buy and hold.
buy and hold, okay.
Yeah.
So when you buy and hold, if you buy something, what would you say, if someone's watching this and you're starting to rent it out, what is your profit per door? What, if you have a number in your head before you even purchase that property, are you looking to make $300 a door, $500 a door? What's your number in your head?
My number's always been 500.
Yeah. Okay.
If I'm buying it right now and they're like at 250, I always look at the end game. Can I get to my $500 a door?
Got it.
Yep. Yeah, because some of these properties right out there right now are still under rented, right? So
very much.
if you can get a property that, 2 doors, 1 building duplex type deal that is 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and they're only renting it for $900, and you're getting 250, you could probably easily get to 1,200 and make your $500 per door. So it's a really good number.
So that's your goal.
That's my goal. Yep. Every time I buy.
You don't have to, disclose crazily, but of your 15 doors right now, what percentage of those are hitting that?
There's one property that's under rented right now.
Okay.
I've been doing slow increases on them. They've been long-term tenants.
Nice. That's nice of you.
Nice guy.
But all the rest of them are well over.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay,
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
So the key is kind of, buying the right property with the right conditions, maybe dumping a little money in to fix it up and then getting it rented back out for, market value,
Yeah.
right?
Yep, absolutely.
What is, or where are all your properties located right now?
I got 3 multifamilies in Racine, and then I got 2 in Milwaukee.
So multifamily in Racine, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 3-bedroom, 1 bath. What are we looking at?
One property's both 3s,
Okay.
and then the other one's 2s, and then I got a 3-unit there that's got 2 1-bedrooms and a 2-bedroom on it.
What's so a 3-bedroom, 1 bath in Racine? What are we looking at in rent? $1,200-$1,400?
That's where it should be.
Okay. All right. So
right now I'm at 1,000. So
okay. So you definitely room to grow, definitely room to improve, which is awesome. Now you said it's going slower than you anticipated. What is your goal? Like how many, if we said at the end of this year, you want to have X number, at the end of next year, X number, what is your goal?
Ideally, I'd like to double what I got, but
By the end of this year?
That'd
Ideally.
be tough. At least in the next year,
Okay.
I'd love to. Whether it's gonna happen or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
It could, but
Yeah. Well,
That's a good number. I mean, to eventually get double, that's 30 some doors. If you figure, even if each, I don't know what the breakup of the properties is, but if each property is roughly, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 sale price, you're sitting there with basically, rough math. If you sell it off, you're probably somewhere between $3 to $5 million in retirement. When you liquidate those.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah,
So
yeah. I mean,
that's another way to.
that's kind of the end goal too, right?
Exactly. That's another way to have that. That's another place your retirement money can be sitting.
Well, that's where my pension actually went, was to real estate
okay.
too, so.
There you go.
I had that would have been $500 a month, which, ooh.
And remind you, we just talked about this. He's making that on one door.
Yeah.
Well, except for one of his doors, but he's
Yeah.
$500 a month. He's making that on one door right now. And so he took his $500 a month pension and do it into real estate and is 10 times that.
Yeah, I think right now I'd be about a little over $8,000 to $8,500 a month is what I bring in.
Nice.
And that's after expenses.
That's really good. That's actually really good.
Yeah. I'll take those numbers all day. So besides, what got, we talked about just the interest in real estate. When you got into it, did you just jump in head first? Did you have a mentor? If someone's jumping in, let's back up a little bit. If someone's jumping into real estate today, what is one tip that you would give them?
Buy right.
Buy right. Okay.
That's actually great advice. Continue, please.
Define buy right.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a weird definition of buy right.
It really kind of depends on what you're looking for.
Okay.
If you're different from me, you might buy into an area. I don't like buying into an area.
Okay.
I'm buying cash flow right now.
Okay.
And there's several reasons for that. Because to me, if I bought an area right now and at first starting out, and you're making $150 on that door.
Yep.
And let's say you got 2 doors, that's $300 a month. What happens now if your furnace goes out?
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How are you paying for that? That's
Right.
all out of pocket now.
Yep.
Whereas now I'm buying the cash flow, and if something does happen, that's a part of my month.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
A very small interruption.
Another thing I always think when you hear if you take about any real estate investor class from all these top gurus across the country or whatever to a local person, they always say you make your profits on the buy. That's regardless if you're buying, holding, or if you're flipping. It's because you do your calculations, right?
Yep.
When you're flipping, you do the same thing. That's
Yep.
what I always is. Do your calculations, and you come up with that number that's your ideal purchase price. And you may have a little bit of flux in it, a little bit, but you have to have that cap. Like, if I can't get it for this, I have to really be diligent in walking away.
Yeah.
And I can see how the flip side did. The one that didn't profit, I went against that theory and I bought $20,000 in it more than I wanted to. Didn't lose 20,000, but if I would have bought right, if I would have stayed firm,
Right.
I would have profited, not what I wanted to, but I would have at least still profited.
Yeah.
So I think that's a smart thing is, buy right. That's where you make it.
Yeah. No, I like it. I think that's the hardest part about when you're investing in real estate is not having that emotional attachment, right?
Right.
Seeing it and be like, oh, this thing's awesome. If XYZ happens, I could make maybe this much, right? Don't
I looked
go
at
outside.
one on Saturday and I'm like, it was priced right, but I think it was priced where obviously you're bringing multiple people in at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what, I'm not gonna do that, because now I go from this to this, and then I gotta stick in another 40,000 on top of this, and it ain't worth it right now.
Right.
No, that makes total sense.
So how do you get into so obviously to have 5 properties, what are you doing? Did you cash them? Did you pay cash? Did you finance?
Um,
That's today's?
Most everything has been conventionally financed. Like,
Okay.
I did do actually 2 on hard money. You know, one was a total rehab loan. Tried to do a refi in 6 months on
Yep.
that one, but that was three units there
Yeah,
that
oh, yeah.
you're moving. You gotta be moving fast.
Makes sense.
This last one I just did through a company out of Arizona.
Okay.
That actually went really smooth. It's really all about having the right group of guys to do your stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we talk about the investing side. If someone's to buying right. What about if someone's getting into the business as a real estate agent? What's that one tip you're going to give them today? They're just getting into the business or becoming a realtor in today's market. What's one tip you could give someone in today's market?
It's tough, but you gotta stay hard, working hard and plugging. It's not where things just come to you.
Right.
You gotta be out there getting it.
And, with that being said, if someone was to say, hey, Randy, how much money do I need to have saved up if I really want to jump into this business? And am I looking at 3 months of bills, fund money, 6 months? What would you say?
I'd say 6 months.
Minimum 6 months.
Minimum
That's
6 months.
solid number right there. And I would agree, because it gets tough. You're going to see, it's just like starting any business. Like even if you start your own franchise, right? You go look at franchising anything. They tell you to start with X amount in reserve so that you can pay yourself, pay your bills. And it's about 6 months. And all you do is you see that, that big number, $100,000, $50,000, whatever it is, dwindle down. And you just got to keep, like you said, just keep plugging away. I think that's
That's
great.
part of the reason why I've been buying rentals, because
Mhm.
I wanted to make sure I have another source of income that when I do eventually leave W-2, that I got it.
Yep. Yeah. So Randy, obviously he is a full-time employee, has a W-2 job, and then this is his, I would say fun money, but he's starting to build, his own
Just
Empire.
Empire.
I call it an empire.
I was going to call it an empire. That's where I was going. I was like, God, is it really an empire? But
I
hey.
told my daughter I'm gonna build her an empire.
That's awesome.
That's what this is. So.
We're gonna get a TV show called Randy James Wesley Empire.
Got it right there.
Yeah, we can't call it the empire because I think there's already a TV show.
Or they're selling Sunset, selling Racine?
Selling
I'm selling everything.
Selling Wisconsin, whatever.
Selling Racine.
I'll go anywhere.
All right.
Well, the guy is like, hey, the more the merrier. So, Randy, besides real estate, we know you have another passion. What is that passion?
I like working on cars.
Okay.
You have a project car right now. Tell us about it.
do. So I bought a 71 Nova out of Florida. 2 years ago, coming up on now.
Okay.
That's what kind of sent my wife into the hospital.
Midlife crisis.
No, she ended
What
up
the hell are you doing?
not. I don't know. It was like right the day I was supposed to get delivered. She ended up in the hospital.
Oh.
So that's the.
So there is some truth to that.
So
Like, there is truth to that.
Yeah.
Literally, that car put her in the hospital.
Yeah, she was in for
And she's still around, folks.
3 weeks.
Oh, geez. Wow.
She's still married to him.
Yeah, she's still alive. So
Still alive and married to him.
Yeah.
Get a double.
yeah, no, I bought that. It was kind of like a butternut yellow when I bought it.
Okay.
And that winter, I told my buddy, I said, I want to do the motor in here. So put a fuel injected motor in out of a 2002 Silverado.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
And then my buddy started looking at the body work on it. Says, I don't really like this spot over here. I'm really eager to just start touching on it. And I said, you're gonna get us into something that we probably don't want to do right now.
Yeah, right.
But you probably did it anyway, does he?
Yeah, he started taking the grinder down and looking at it, and
Before you knew it, there's a big hole in the side of Randy's car. And
paint body work.
So your toy car, what is it ready for the road yet? How close are we to taking it out for a spin?
We're pretty close to doing some burnouts.
All right.
I just got done putting a new transmission in this last winter.
Okay.
I went the first year, it had a power glide in it, and then I put a turbo 400 in. Cause I wanted the extra gear, and now I'm like, that's just. With the gears that are in the back of the car right now, I got 373 gears, and you're at 60 miles an hour. You're screaming over 2,000 RPM. I'm like, oh god, sometimes it's too noisy.
Okay.
So,
I knew about.
I put a 4-speed in.
By the way, just so you know.
You knew what?
I knew about what one of those things meant. I know golf. I know cars.
See, you got me there. I'm not.
I did golf and real estate and a couple other
I used to
things.
work at a golf.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So he knows there's golf balls, golf clubs, tees, shoes.
I worked at South too.
Yeah, I don't know, 373. I got the engine part and I knew what RPMs are.
That's awesome. So how soon till you're taking it out for? So have you had it out on the road?
I have. There's some little quirks I got to work out yet.
Okay.
With the tuning part, but
What's your anticipated? I'm going to be done with this project date because let me tell you, there's a lot of car guys out there, and like once you have a car, you're never done with that project.
well,
It's like going in a pool. Let me tell you, that sucks.
I within the next week or two,
Okay.
I want to be done.
I like it.
I want to drive it and yeah,
All right.
burn some rubber.
Is it?
If you send us a video of your burnouts, we'll put them on we'll put them on one of our podcasts.
Oh, you
As
got
a
it.
follow up.
So I want to touch on one other thing. Like before we run out
That's
of
my
time.
daughter's car, by the way.
Oh, that's
She,
Oh, it
she's
is?
already claimed that.
Oh,
oh,
nice.
wow.
And is it only a summer car, or are you gonna have it out in the winter?
No.
No, that's what I thought. No salt.
No.
Want to touch
No
on
rain.
no rain, no salt. Want to touch on one other thing, Randy. We just last week you got some exciting news about one of your clients, right?
I did.
And I want you to share that story, kind of how we got to where we were, what happened, because I think it's really cool that let's just we'll kind of get to that. Someone won a prize. It's not too often when you put these
I
big
was surprised. I was surprised. Well, so my very first client that I ever had in real estate, his brother bought a house through me a few years after that. And recently he put in for a clients for life drawing.
Yep.
Through
So-
Caldwell.
So through our brokerage, every quarter, I think it is, there's a drawing that anybody that gets our emails can apply to, right? So he
Right.
applied for this.
Yep,
Okay, or he put his name in the drawing.
Yep, he put his name in the drawing and I got an email and they said that Jason Dykes won. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool.
You're like, I know that guy.
I was,
know that dude.
at first you're kind of like, oh, well, it's hard to believe because,
Right.
there's times where I feel like I'm not winning. So, for somebody else to win under me, that's cool.
That is cool.
It doesn't happen much.
No, and so what do you win?
So $125 gift card for Wayfair.
That's awesome. Like, and all I did was throw his name in this
That's it.
online registry, and you got an email. Whenever it was last week or something. Did they mail you the gift card or what was it?
Yeah, they sent it to the office and then
Okay.
I called him Saturday. I said, hey, are you gonna be around? He said, yeah, I'll be around all day.
Yeah,
I said, all right, I'm gonna stop by.
that's
So-
awesome. And so then you stopped by. You had your daughter do a live video of you delivering this gift card to him, and I can't say what was said just because it's still live, but
There may have been some F-bomb.
there was some
F in
F-bombs. But it was cool to see somebody that we know or that personally, right?
Yeah,
Win something like this. And then I thought you sharing the experience live on Facebook was really cool too. So nice job with that. And
hey,
congrats.
that was nice. I'm happy for him. He actually had been going through some troubled times recently and,
A little blessing in disguise.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So Randy, we end the podcast with giving you the opportunity. We just sat here and drilled the hell out of you for the last 28 minutes.
hadn't even felt like that.
I know it flies by, man.
Like we just started.
Right.
That's good. Sometimes it feels like it's dragging.
Okay.
Usually when I'm just a moment then it's like this thing. Jeez,
Right.
That's
like-
unfortunate, Brad.
Get this over with.
Hey, but I'm the better looking one, so that's all that matters.
That's subjective.
So, hey, it's my subject.
Neither of us are winning contests.
At least beauty contest. We'll give you the opportunity to ask us one question each, whatever it might be. You can say I don't have crap for you guys, whatever. But we like to end the show with you putting us on the spot. So, is there anything you want to ask us?
I guess what do you guys think that, where I'm at, I guess, in my point in the real estate career, how can I better myself?
Ooh.
That is putting him on the spot.
So not only is he putting him on the spot, but he's asking for, or us on the spot, but he's asking for criticism.
I am.
I love it. I love it. The guy wants to get better. Brad, you want to go first? I got mine.
Go ahead then.
Man, so
I got a couple things here, but I'm not sure what I want to say.
I
don't want to get fired either.
I'm gonna go with really utilizing the CRM and you know you've gotten a lot better at using Follow Up Boss in your communication and managing your clients, but now it's understanding those tasks at the top of active clients. The next one's I think hot, medium, cold, whatever it might be, and really communicating with those clients, maybe a phone call, text message, or email, just to keep them in the loop, right?
Sure.
Because as well as I do, you can get those long-term nurtures that eventually are gonna be like, oh crap, Randy, I saw this property. Let's go look at it. And be like, I haven't talked to you in 4 years, and now you want to go look at a property with me? Cool. Or they reach out and be like, hey, thanks for sending this to me. And you're like, I didn't send that to you. My system did, but great, we got it. So I would say that's my one tip is, staying consistent with that, because that's what eventually is going to generate more business down the road for you. And then the second thing I'm going to tell you is we're going to buy a commercial property together. We just got to
Let's
figure that
go.
out. That's right.
I'm ready.
Yeah. So, all right, Brad, you're up.
Bullshit.
He doesn't back yet.
All right, I'm gonna go slightly different. I'm actually gonna, I guess it'd be a challenge. No offense, I hope none of your.
I like challenges.
I hope your employer isn't watching.
Ooh.
No.
You've talked about, and you referenced in the show.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a secret. It's not a bad thing. Eliminating the W-2 at some point to carry with
Absolutely.
your real estate empire, right?
Absolutely.
Do you have a goal set? Like a date?
No.
Set it. I think you gotta set it.
I agree.
I think it doesn't have to be like this year. You have to set it. You have to, because you're very goal oriented.
And that's kind of, I guess, where I want to, it's nice coming onto the team because I see what you guys do and I want to get there. But for me, it's like, how you get just too comfortable in a position, right?
Yep.
And that's just it, right? I'm still comfortable yet, where I need to get uncomfortable.
Well, I think leaving would be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
To a degree, just mentally, doesn't matter if you got.
Mentally, I'm checked out.
No, let's really hope they're not listening. And,
I'll be sure not to tag Randy Wesley Realtor on this.
That's it's a challenge for you. And I think it would be important because you have to just set that goal. Because you're goal oriented.
Yep.
You got your investment goals, you got your your realtor goals.
Life goals, car goals.
Life goals, car goals, personal goals. That's the one thing I have never heard you just say. You keep saying that,
I've been ready, but it's like.
Just set a date.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is, just
pick a date.
Well,
I don't care if it's 2024, 2025, 2026, who gives a shit?
Get off the pot.
Just pick a date.
Well, and it's not just pick a date, do it in steps, right? Be like, hey, this is what I'm doing by the end of this year that's going to generate an extra $10,000 in cash flow for me, right? And then by the time, step goals so that when you hit your big goal, you're like, hey, this is it. I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. Now, do you read books or listen to audible books?
No.
Okay. I'm going to challenge you here also. I want you to either listen or read the book, The Trade. And you're going to be like, holy shit, that's me. So read or listen to the audible book, The Trade. And it's
sure he's kind of.
It's
my wife will read.
So maybe have her read it to you.
Read it and tell her.
That's kind of what I'm
have her read it to you or tell you about it.
Can she read it in like that sexy voice?
Well,
so Randy.
She'll read a book like this in like 2 hours.
Right.
And then what happened next was.
Yeah.
By the way, that's my sexy voice. It's not good.
It's not at all. All right, that's we're just over our 30-minute time limit today. Vince Devall with Coldwell Banker and Eagle Homes team.
Well, deal with it, we were late. We started late too, so.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, we're back on Eagle Homes page instead of the shop local page. We're gonna post it there.
We'll get shared. We'll get
There
it
were
shared
some
there.
technical difficulties this morning.
Not sure why.
I want you all to have
Because
a
it's
great
Monday.
week. If we do not have a guest next week, which we may or may not, we never know sometimes.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk fun, summer, golf, all kinds of cool stuff.
Smoker. Yeah.
Smoker. Ooh.
Opening a pool.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. Yeah. Yeah. $1,000 later. Anyways, Randy, anything you want to leave the group before we check out here?
Call us.
Call us.
Call us.
Randy Wesley here with the
We're
Eagle
ready.
Homes team. Give us a call, guys. You got everyone have a great week. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Thanks.
Bye.